The Weeknd, Dawn FM is here. Of course, highly anticipated Dawn FM by The Weeknd. Big expectations for this album, and I wanted to react to Here We Go Again featuring Tyler, the Creator, and I Heard You're Married featuring Lil Wayne. I had to react to it for you. Tyler and Wayne, just two of the biggest names in hip-hop, so I have huge expectations for these two tracks specifically. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Here We Go Again featuring Tyler, the Creator, skadoosh. Honestly, there's nothing to say about The Weeknd's vocals. I honestly believe The Weeknd is one of the best singers in the world right now. He can hit those crazy falsettos, and his tone of voice is just amazing, and it's really what drags people in. So I'm always going to expect great vocals from The Weeknd. I think it's more like, what's the production going to sound like? Is it going to sound like, you know, Blinding Lights, that like 80s neo-pop, or something different? And right now, you know, these big synths, obviously it's pop, but you know, I'm loving this melody so far, and he's talking about luxurious things, the good life. You know, he's still celebrating the Super Bowl. I think that's pretty cool. A quarter bill on an off year. Bruh. But instead you ended up with someone so basic, faceless, and my new girl, she a movie star. I really love the fact that there's actually no drums right now, because this production's really smooth. I think the melody is the best part of this by far. I like the lyrics a lot, talking about the good life, obviously, but having no drums really makes it focus on those vocals, and I just love how they're popping out at me right now. Low key, this hook sounds like something Bruno Mars would write. Just me. I don't know if it's the melody, but I think it's the melody. Just reminds me of something Bruno Mars would write. Interesting. This love is strong to me. Some things can change, go wrong with me, telling us that we in love. But if we did crunch down the road. Tyler sounds pretty good on this song. Obviously, he's talking about, we don't know how the future's gonna be. Forever's too long for me, but we don't need anyone telling us about our relationship but us. It's a cool aspect. Hey. Hey. I like what he's saying. It's the "you gonna sign this prenup" repeating 4 times is kind of low-key humorous, but I mean, that's just the life you live. When you're rich and you're famous, you're gonna want to sign a prenup. I love the vocal harmonies in the background of the instrumental. Really gives it that extra layer for depth, but I really like that song. Very smooth. I think Tyler and The Weeknd sound really good together. Honestly, my favorite part of it was that for the fact there were no drums, the vocals really stuck out, really made you focus on the melodies and the lyrics. And you know, that was a little bit different from The Weeknd, so I thoroughly enjoyed that. But let's move on to I Heard You're Married with Lil Wayne. Very curious about this chemistry here. Obviously, about an affair that The Weeknd may be having with someone in this story that he's telling, and obviously he loves this woman, but it hurts him that he's sharing her. I mean, obviously that can not be easy. I don't, you know, encourage having affairs with a married person. However, you know, in this story it's happening, and that's a sticky situation to be in. Then do yourself a favor and just leave it. Gosh, this bass line, it's so funky. This beat is definitely, it reminds me a little more disco, but definitely, you know, that maybe 70s, 80s pop that The Weeknd is just so good at laying his vocals over. You know, he's asking valid questions like, why are you even with him if you're cheating? Like, if you don't love him, leave him. Fair questions and points that The Weeknd is making here. Very excited to hear what Lil Wayne's got. I really like Lil Wayne's flow here. I think that like the auto-tune can be turned down just a little bit. I just think it would sound better with a little less auto-tune on those vocals, in my opinion. But it still sounds good. Lil Wayne, one of the GOATs, obviously fire, flow, and delivery here. Where the love at? Definitely a nod to Uproar. It's pretty cool right there. Ooh. I actually do really like it when Lil Wayne sings. He did that a lot on the Carter 3, and obviously Rebirth. I personally enjoyed Rebirth. Don't know what a lot of other people think. I do know what a lot of other people think, but I personally enjoyed Rebirth, but I like when Lil Wayne sings. I think sonically it just sounds good. And I like that they're harmonizing here in this hook. I just enjoy the way that sounds. I don't know if I ever thought like Lil Wayne and The Weeknd singing together would sound like this, but I like it. As far as like the auto-tune in that last hook, I did think it sounded really good. What can I say? I enjoyed that last hook. I really enjoyed the whole song. I enjoyed both of these songs a lot. I think this song reminds me of like a typical Weeknd production, whereas Here We Go Again was definitely a little more different. I like the bass line in both. Both were funky, but you know, the no drums in that Tyler verse in Here We Go Again really got me. But I love both of these songs. I can't wait to listen to the rest of this album. I saw on iTunes it was already the biggest album in the world, as I had mentioned before. So do we already 7 days into the year have an album of the year candidate with Dawn FM? I don't know. If you've heard the whole album, let me know your thoughts about it in the comments below. If you've heard these two songs, let me know what you think about the features. Let me know what you think about the tracks as a whole. Thank you so much for coming by. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you love making music, talking music, and listening to music just as much as I do. As always, you can follow me on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter at EJSpark1, and you know what it is. It's peace, love. I love s'mores. EJ, out.